I'm not even gonna lie, I'm about to give you guys a straight up tea. This is when I tapped into porn. As an LGBTQ person, I just remember so many different experiences with my friends. I definitely gave all the hints that I was an LGBTQ person. So in this video, I have a little story time for you guys. I haven't did a story time in so long. I'm kind of nervous to do this one, I'm not even gonna lie. Anyways, I came out a long time ago. I've low-key been outed and I've came out on my own terms. I guess we'll get into that as I tell the story of how I came out or whatever. But yeah, I saw somebody else do this and I thought, you know what, I gotta do it too. As an LGBTQ person, I gotta join the bandwagon and share how I came out. Being in the closet is not okay. It is not fun. It is not okay to not live your true self and be who you are, to be honest. It's very miserable. But yeah, I just thought I'd get on here and share my experience with coming out. So in my head, I thought I was gonna start at a certain point. So I'm gonna start at the actual beginning and I'm gonna keep it quick so that we can get to the actual time that I did come out to the first person I told. So since the beginning, I had just thought of myself to be gay. From as long as I can remember, I just basically told myself that I like guys just the way I felt, like I couldn't really control it. I don't know where it came from, I can't place it. It's just, when all of my friends were going through the phase of like liking girls and dating girls, and I feel like I feel like we were like 8, 9, or 10, maybe 11, 12 when all my friends were finally like dating girls. I can't even remember exactly when. It's sad. As long as I can remember, I was attracted to guys and I didn't really look at girls in that way. Mind you, at the time, I also didn't even know what bisexual was. Like, I don't think I ever heard of it, if I'm being honest. I don't remember if I heard of being gay. Yeah, of course, I heard of being gay and like, okay, lesbians, gay people. I didn't really think about being bisexual or anything else for that matter. I wasn't very educated whatsoever when it came to that when I was that young. For some odd reason, I feel like my mom been knew. Like, I feel like she always knew in a way. And I feel like I gave it away in a lot of different ways too. I definitely sold myself. My favorite singer was Adele. My favorite rapper was Nicki Minaj. From the time I was probably like 5 to 12 or 13, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I definitely gave all the hints. I definitely gave all the hints that I was an LGBTQ person. But anyways, fast forward, my experiences, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm about to give you guys a straight up tea. And mom, family, if you're watching this, it is what it is. This is just the truth. Y'all been new. I can count like a lot of my friends that I definitely experimented with when I was younger. Oh, I know this is a lot, and this is a lot of in my business. I just remember so many different experiences with my friends, probably from 11 to like 14, 15, if I'm thinking about it right. Well, when I got 15, I was actually getting into relationships with guys. I just definitely fooled around with a lot of my friends. I'm not gonna lie, I did a lot of questionable things with my older friends. Now, I'm not friends with any of these people now, so don't get any ideas, but like, I was definitely doing a lot in the beginning. I'm not even gonna lie, I was a little badass. And now this is when I started to realize that I wasn't just gay. This is when I was like starting to experiment both, if that makes sense. And this is when I tapped into porn. And once again, family, mom, I'm sorry if you're watching this. Just click off the video, you don't gotta watch the whole thing. Started watching straight porn and I realized that it wasn't bad either. This is probably like, I wanna say 7th or 8th grade or something like that. Everybody around me, I feel like straight up in 6th grade, people were just straight dating. Like, I remember a lot was going on. A girl I graduated with got pregnant in 8th grade. Kids my age at the time were not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and now they're definitely not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But yeah, at this point, around 6th, 7th, 8th grade, my mom had found very questionable pictures in my phone. I don't remember if it was just porn or if it was other pictures too, but she had definitely found pictures in my phone that then resulted her to ground me. This was when it was just like, bam. Like, my mom was just like, okay, he's probably gay. And I remember she like prayed with me, like, but yeah, at that point she definitely knew. And then I also forgot to mention that by eighth grade, I had pretty much told everybody that I like talked to. The guys that I was friends with, I don't think I really told. They honestly just found out when they found out, and like I lost most of my guy friends honestly throughout high school. But as far as when junior high and middle school ended, that's like when my mom definitely knew. And like to be honest, my grandma probably knew at this point too. A few people probably knew in my family. And then my cousin, shout out to Leah, she outed me to her mom and two of her friends. So like I wasn't really hidden. By the end of 8th grade, beginning of 9th grade year, I had to grab these. My mouth is so dry, I can't. By the end of 8th grade, beginning of 9th grade, I had been in a relationship with a girl actually. I broke up with her like fall into my 9th grade year when I started high school. But like I just remember I had got with a girl because a lot of my friends like didn't really peer pressure me into doing it. I remember I didn't even really know she liked me. At this time, I wasn't hiding me being bisexual gay. I didn't put a label on it. I just literally liked what I like. Still do. Like what the hell I like. I remember when I came out to her, I don't want to like in any way make this sound like she was a bad person because she was not. But I remember when I did come out to her, I came out as bisexual. And like, I just remember I didn't like what she said. Like, it just didn't make me feel comfortable being with her. And I expressed that to my best friend, you already know. And she encouraged me / like talked me into breaking up with her. So anyways, I was on my single shit after that. And at this point, I was still living the same way. Like I wasn't hiding it. And then not too long after, I ended up meeting a dude. And at this point, I feel like nobody really thought about me being gay or bisexual. I feel like it wasn't a thing. And I didn't even have an official like coming out. Like, yes, my close friends knew, but to be honest, not all of them, because once I got into a relationship with a guy for the first time, everybody was shook. It was sick. But literally the second time I got with a guy, everybody was shook as hell too. So like, I don't fucking know. But anyways, I met this guy and he wasn't out and he played football. And I was like, oh my God. Like I remember at the time I was a little bitch. Like literally I was like, oh my God, I'm with a football player, yada, yada, yada. And like, to be honest, like, I don't know what I was doing. Like that was such a depressing, dark road that, to be honest, I'm glad I experienced because it taught me a lot of lessons. But little 14-year-old me did not deserve all that shit. I'm not gonna lie. That was a toxic ass relationship. All the females in my school most likely knew real quick. We got together over the summer after my freshman year of high school, and it went into sophomore year. I had not officially came out yet. I was only 14, and mind you, this motherfucker was a senior. Oh, I was 15, I'm lying. I had turned 15 that summer. It was my sophomore year, and this motherfucker was a senior. But yeah, he just kind of told all of his close girlfriends, and then at a certain point, it's like a lot of the girls I noticed in the entire school just kind of knew. Then it came to a certain point where I had to talk with my mom. And mind you, the last talk we had about this specific topic was probably in like 7th grade, and this time it was in 9th grade. And I felt the need to come out to her again on my own terms instead of just her going through my phone for some reason and seeing crazy shit. And I told her I had a boyfriend. And she did meet him once, and to be honest, I'll just leave it at that, because once that ended, or should I say during the time that was ending, I was just going through a really hard time. Soon after that, my grandpa ended up passing away. And during this time, I was literally also going through that breakup with him, but the whole relationship was toxic. I know I already said it, but literally, it was just a bad time for me. I'm not gonna lie. But I do remember I had the best fucking time after me and him broke up. Like, it was really just a self-love journey for me. And it was me building my confidence It was me becoming more independent, me feeling like I don't really need somebody. I really needed that breakup, if I'm gonna be honest. Everybody knew in high school, everybody knew in my family. My mom told me, like, when people would ask like how I was doing and who I was with, she would just tell them that I had a boyfriend. So the cat was out of the bag. Everybody knew. I did want to talk about my actual sexuality. Yeah, I just feel the need that I need to come out as what I actually am. I am pansexual. A lot of people think this means that people can fall in love with objects, and I hate when people have literally told me that, or I've just heard other people say that. Pansexual means that you can fall in love with anybody regardless on their gender identity, or just regardless on whatever they identify as. A lot of people say pansexual, bisexual, same thing, but I mean, I don't know if all bisexuals would date a transgender or date somebody that has no gender identity. Basically, right now I have a boyfriend, but I don't care what you identify as, or what you have down there, or what you have right here, or if you have facial hair, or if you don't have facial hair. I don't know. Basically, I don't give a fuck who you are. I fall in love with a person. I don't really think or care about anything else. Yeah, I technically identify as pansexual. When a lot of people ask, I say bisexual. Like I said earlier, I've said pansexual to like 2 of my friends and then my boyfriend. I don't even think I told my mom this. Honestly, most people nowadays, they just look at me and they're just like, oh, he's that one gay one. He's that gay person. But to be honest, I'm gay, bisexual, pansexual, all of them. Whatever you want to call me. And then another thing about being bisexual is like, I just bought the bisexual flag, and this is something me and my boyfriend were just talking about. I like the pretty colors. Like, I don't really want to have a rainbow flag. I used to watch all these videos, and I remember it inspired me, like, getting the reactions from the people's parents when they would tell them. It helped me on my experience going through coming out. That was my little coming out story. If you guys like the video, leave a like on it for me. It always helps me out. It helps push my videos out to other people, and I really appreciate that. Also, comment video ideas for me to do so I can stay consistent for you guys. And if you're new, subscribe for me. My name's Jerry. Thank you for making it this far in the video. I appreciate all of you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.